receivers. He threw a big play to his receiver on the edge. We saw a couple. We've really seen out of the offense out of Pace is just a couple of snips of big play potential. We just haven't really seen them capture it and put a whole drive together. Just a couple of big plays here and there, but even then, the Cardinal defense has really put a stop on that as well. Not too many big plays. We just see the big play potential.
Sure, and now you want to remember at the end of the first half, the Brownsville Pace Vikings actually attempted a field goal to try to put some points on the board before they were going to the locker room at halftime, and that field goal was no good. And so we have a scoreless ball game, and the Harlingen Cardinals will be receiving in this second half, and so they will go right back to where they left off, trying to put some more points on the board on this beautiful night here in Harlingen, Texas Bogus Stadium. We're excited to bring this second half live broadcast to you, audio. Just a reminder that you can check out about an hour or so after the ball game. You can actually watch the video along with the audio, as UIL prohibits us from streaming live video on Friday night football games. So here we go, Jonathan, getting ready. Cardinals back to receive this kickoff.
We haven't gotten to see, we'll see the Cardinal offense come out right away. We didn't get to see much of them in the first half, considering all the points that they have, because of how well the Cardinal defense has played, and it doesn't look like we actually will see them because there's an onside kick. They sneak up and do an onside kick, and Pace does recover it after it bounced around several Cardinal defenders, but it was rolling around in a crazy way, and Pace gets bodies on the ball.
Yeah, onside kick coming out, surprising everybody, including us here in the booth, and the Pace Vikings will recover this football here at the 40-yard line of the Harlingen Cardinals, and so not even giving a chance for the Cardinals to take that offense onto the field, and the Pace Vikings strike quick, trying to get some kind of momentum going here. So Pace Vikings will take over. 11:54 left in this third quarter as we get started. Cisneros, the quarterback, in pistol formation. 4 wide receivers, 1 running back behind him, takes a snap, looking left. He has number 5. In and out of the hands of number 5, Pace Vikings. That is the all-familiar Christian Resendez incomplete pass.
Yeah, the Cardinal defense was all over it. He almost got lucky as he tipped the ball up, and the defenders had kind of stopped on the play. He just went running forward, but it was tipped too far away. He was not able to get it. He almost got a big lucky play there, though.
Yeah, if he would have been able to catch up with that football, there was nobody between him and that goal line. But incomplete pass, second down and 10 coming up for Cisneros in this offense, as Resendez has been one of his go-to guys all night long, just have not been able to make anything develop here. Second down, Cisneros pistol formation, running back behind him. That is number 24, Felix Calderon. And he will fake the handoff, and he completes it out to number 5, Resendez. And Resendez trying to shake a tackler, but not going to happen. Second down is going to turn into third down, and about 11 to go.
And they tried making a block there, easy, quick pass over to Cisneros, but Elijah De Leon of the Harlingen Cardinals is all over the play. Cisneros does escape him, but he falls down, escaping him, gets back almost to the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 3rd and 11 here on this play. We'd like to see them attack more. We saw them just run the same play basically again. They need to, I think it's become very predictable. We all know that it's going to number 5 on most of the plays, so the defense has to know as well. And so we got to see him trust some of the other receivers out there.
3rd down 11. He has 4 receivers this time. Lone running back in the backfield. He's looking for number 85 on the slant, but that is just going to be incomplete, as number 10 for the Harlingen Cardinals was all over him, Jesse Bailly. Incomplete pass, bringing up a 4th down. Going to wait to see if the Vikings are going to bring out their punt unit. I have to think after an onside kick that, they're probably in 4-down territory from here on out, and they're just going to keep trying to go at it. They're not going to try to even go back to that punting situation.
Yeah, number 7, the punter, does not come out. I guess that's why we see a quick slant play, because that would not have gotten the first down, but they were in 4-down territory. They were hoping just to get a shorter 4th down, but they're going to have 4th and 11 right here. 4th
and 11. They're on the 40-yard line of the Harlingen Cardinals. Cisneros looking right. He's going to be flush from the pocket, heavy pressure, and he throws a lame duck pass. It's going to be incomplete, well short of any receiver, but he had some heavy pressure coming on his backside there. Turnover on downs. Cardinals will take over.
Yeah, he really had nowhere to go as he rolled right because of the pressure. There was only one receiver, and he had to throw it across his body. Could not get a good ball out. And really, even if the receiver caught it, there were 2 defenders there that probably would have tackled him behind the first down mark. So the Cardinal offense will start at the 41-yard line.
And they are ready to go, wasting no time whatsoever. Brandon Godson in the shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers. He's going to hand it off to his running back. Running back breaks 1 tackle, 2 tackles. A 3rd tackle. He reverses field. He's got some space to run now. 45 to the 50. Into the other side of the field to the 40. the 35, the 30, rolling down to the 26-yard line is number 23, Chris Rodriguez. I'm sorry, Fidencio Gonzalez on the run. What a big run there to come right out of the gates to Jonathan. Big run by number 23.
Yeah, right there. You're going to want to go back and see that replay at 10 minutes and 30 seconds. Here we see him. He breaks one tackle to the right. Should have been a loss of yards. He breaks a third tackle. He does the pop-up play, putting his hand on the ground. Number 81's chasing him, but he's not able to catch him. He breaks one more tackle here and makes a cut, and then he finally gets wrangled down after a big gain. But unfortunately, there was a holding call, and so they'll get taken back almost to where the play started.
Holding call came up late in that play there, and so after that big run by number 23, that's Fidencio Gonzalez, that ball will come all the way back, and it's going to be a first down and 11 now, back at the 40-yard line. And so back to the original line of scrimmage just about, and Brandon Garza will go to work again. Brandon Garza, shotgun formation. He takes a snap. He's looking for Brandon Vasquez, and Vasquez does catch the football, and he will be tackled at a 50-yard line. Give it a gain of about 8 yards.
That was almost a scary play as number 21 for the defense met him right on the play. I thought he was going to jump it, but he decides to wait and make the secure tackle, so the receiver gains a lot of yards there.
He does, and it was a first down 11, so that was actually a gain of 10, but it will be a second down and 1 now with 9 minutes and 48 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Brandon Garza, shotgun formation. Brandon Vasquez in motion. He will take the handoff around. He's got some space to run. 45, the 40, the 35. He gets tackled and pushed out of bounds at the 33-yard line. A big run for Brandon Vasquez on the end around.
So we see him get 10 yards on the catch, and now he gains about another 20 yards running the ball. It's a beautiful run to the side. Some nice blocks on the edge. They did the cut blocks that slowed everyone down. He just used his speed to come around the edge. Great run by the Harlingen Cardinals. That's about 15 yards that he gained right there.
Good-looking play. Brandon Vasquez has been a go-to guy tonight. A touchdown earlier. Here we go. Brandon Garza taking the snap. Looking right. He wants Vasquez again. He's going to run, scramble. He breaks the pocket here down to the 30. Jukes, 25. And he'll be out of bounds at the 23-yard line, avoiding a hit. Brandon Garza trying to find Vasquez open, not happening, and he'll go out of bounds very close to the first down marker.
I think right there, Garza got a little greedy on the play. You saw offensive linemen, they were cutting right away, so that tells you that it was supposed to be a quick pass. But once he saw the one-on-one on the edge, he wanted the receiver to make the big play. But there was some physical play right there. I thought maybe they'd call a flag, but he has to run it out to the edge, and he does get a nice run of about 9 yards.
It's going to bring him a second down and 1 to go. Brandon Garza waiting the snap here. He'll get it. He hands it off to his running back, Fidencio, number 23. Still on his feet, but they're going to call him down. Looks like a little bit earlier. Kind of interesting play there, but a lot of running and some yardage lost. So it's going to bring up a third down.
And when he broke the initial tackle, that put him into a big hole, and then he broke it again. It looked like he was finally going to be able to get out of the hole that he put himself in, but they did call him down. As it looked like it was a sure tackle, but he did escape it at the end, but refs had already called it down.
Third down, 8 yards to go for Brandon Garza on this Cardinal offense. 8 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the third quarter. He's looking left. He's got Rosales. Rosales catches this, breaks to the inside, down at about the 21-yard line. He should have the Cardinal first down. First down.
First down is a very interesting look by the defense right there. The defensive linemen seem to submarine into the offensive line, but it's third and long. You don't see that very often except for goal line positions. And so the quick pass, all the linemen were down, easy pass to complete, one-on-one on the edge.
First down, 10 yards to go. He's going to hand it out to Fidencio. Fidencio's got some space to the 5. Touchdown. Touchdown, Fidencio Gonzalez, number 23 for the Cardinals. On the 21-yard run up the gut, touchdown will make it a 45-0 ball game.
And we see his quickness there as there was some nice initial blocking. It's run right down the middle, and he takes it up the middle, and it looks like the safety's going to get there, but his speed, his elusive little speed just got him through there, almost untouched. Just fingertips he touched by, an easy run for him. Another 6 points for the Harlingen Cardinals, 45-0 right now, about to be 46 if they make the extra point.
Rosales, the holder. Kick is up for Basan. And it is going to be good. So this is going to be a 46-0 ball game, ladies and gentlemen, with 7 minutes and 58 seconds left to go in the third quarter. And the Cardinals have come out onside kick. Pace Vikings recover it. Can't do anything with it. Cardinals get the ball. Score. 46-0 Cardinals halfway through, or almost halfway through the third quarter.
And it looked like the defense is really unmatched, or the Cardinal offensive line is really just taking over the game. We've seen any time that Garza wants to throw the ball, he has all the time. And then on run plays, they're able to move the people out of the way so that way runners can get the easy yards. Outside of a few times where Pace was able to really push them back, complete domination by the offensive line there. And then the skilled players finish the plays off.
Well, the Harlingen Cardinals, Bassan, once again, looks like he'll be handling the kicking duty. Oh, let me be trying somebody else out at kicker, as Bassan has booted this football several times tonight on kickoff and extra points. And so it looks to me like number 28, that's Yellerson Castillo.
He's a backup running back.
Yeah, he is a backup running back, but I do know that he is a soccer transfer. They picked him up off the soccer fields, and so he's going to give this one a try. And it is a good kick, high. And it's going to come down about the 15-yard line. And the return will come out to about the 30, 31. And so, hey, not a bad job of kicking there for the running back, number 28, Yellerson Castillo.
His approach looked a little bit different than we normally see, but he did get a nice leg on it. Not as good as we've seen the starting kicker do.
Right.
He's been kicking it almost out of the end zone, but not a bad kick there for our backup running back there as he comes into the game on special teams.
Well, the story of Yellerson is that he was a soccer player, and I don't know if the coaches noticed or somebody noticed, but he is now a running back, and a very good running back at that. So now he tries his hand at kicking the football and does a good job. So here we go. Cisneros comes out, 1st and 10 on the 31-yard line. Hands it off to his running back. His running back's got a few yards. He's going to gain several now. He's at the first down marker. He's going to fall forward, and he looks like he will have the first down. That's Felix Calderon, number 24 on the run.
Very patient running by Calderon on that one. We see him slowly make his cuts up the field, kind of zigzagging his way, just being a little bit shifty, breaking a couple of arm tackles as the offensive line is making their blocks. It's a nice little run play right there by the Pace Vikings.
First down for the Pace Vikings. Haven't said that too much tonight, but they do convert. And Cisneros will go to work with 3 wide receivers as running back in the backfield. He will hand it off again. And this time there's nowhere to run for Felix Calderon as he is taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Will bring up a 2nd down and perhaps an 11.
Yeah, there was a lot of penetration on that one. He's quickly met in the hole by Bermea after he makes one cut, makes one defender miss, but Bermea's right in the hole waiting for him and is able to make the easy tackle.
2nd down and 11. We're at 6 minutes and 56 and counting in this third quarter. Cisneros still trying to make something happen here. This Pace Vikings offense will go at it again. Here we go. Snap is good. He's looking left. He's going to let this one fly. Oh, and it's almost intercepted by number 4 of the Cardinal defense. Intended for number 12, Lázaro Sanchez. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, had he been able to get a little bit better ball there, he could have made a nice play by the receiver, but a little too far, almost nearly intercepted right there.
Yeah, he was an inside slant there and just led him a little bit too much, and we've seen the quarterback lead a little bit too much, sometimes behind, and just hasn't been able to find his mark tonight.
But in his defense on that last play, there was a lot of penetration. There were red jerseys coming right at him as he made the throw. But it was a quick throw. He should have been able to get it done. Unfortunately, he's a little off target, and they're going to face a long 3rd down here.
3rd and 11 for Cisneros. Pistol formation. He's looking right. He's going to let this one fly downfield. And again, it lands in an open space. Thankfully, no red there to intercept that. But that's going to be an incomplete pass once again for the Vikings. And the Vikings will now decide whether they're going to punt this one away or go for it on 4th down. Oh, new punter. Check it out. Number 5. He's in the game with punter. That's Christian Resendez. Watch out for him.
Yeah, he's their athlete on the field, so I think you have to watch what they're going to do. The other punter seemed to do a good job when he was able to get kicks off. We have number 50 running up and down the field, and the Cardinals.
And this punt is going to be up. He gets it off, and it's a good punt. Oh, and it's in and out of the hands of a Cardinal returner, and it looks to me like Vikings will fall on this, but we got a dog pile now. This ball was muffed by the returner, in and out of the hands. Oh, and somehow, some way, Jonathan, the Cardinals were able to get that one back.
It should have been an easy recovery, but it looked as he jumped onto the ball, he bounced up off the ground a little bit, must have lost control, and number 22 for the Harlingen Cardinals is able to recover it. That is Chris Rodriguez. Big play there. Almost they weren't able to capitalize on the huge mistake that the Harlingen Cardinals make, but so now the Cardinals get the ball back. Could have easily been a huge turnaround for the Vikings right there, as they could have been in position to put a score up on the board, as they've been held scoreless still in this game.
And that was number 22 who muffed it, and he was able to recover it. So here we go. Brandon got us first down for the Harlingen Cardinals. Let this one fly. It's going to be short. It's going to hit the ground first. Intended for Brandon Vasquez on the quick slot turnaround there. Incomplete pass. Going to bring up second down.
Yeah, they attack real quick on the. We've seen them come out. The Cardinals are trying to put a quick tempo up on the field. It worked well for them in the last drive, but there is a player down, so they're going to have to slow down right here.
Yeah, player down on the field for the Harlingen Cardinals seems to be an offensive lineman. We've got another lineman heading onto the field right now to replace him. Waiting for him to get up. Hey, just a shout out to our KHGN team here tonight. These students are doing an excellent job at manning the video cameras and behind the computers, and doing a great job here with these Harlingen High Media Tech program. We're bringing it to you live from KHGN in partnership with valleycentral.com. Check out hcisd.org for pictures, video of this game as well. Channel 17 also on your local station throughout this week, as this game will be replayed. And also valleycentral.com, about an hour or so after the game, you can watch the video and audio of this game, Harlingen High versus Brownsville Pace. Just a score update again, 46-0. Just under 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
Myron, we've seen the Harlingen Cardinal defense playing really strong tonight as they prepare to try to get another shutout. Last season they had several, and I think they've already had one this season, and they're trying to continue to do well defensively. They've been able to keep Pace out of the end zone and really off the scoreboard completely. What do you think they have to do? What does Pace have to do in order to get something up on the board?
You know, at this point, I think that they have to go to their big hitters. You know, they got to try to get something out of nothing. They're not able to make your 3, 4, 5 yard play at a time. They've got to bank on right now, hopefully trying to find one of these receivers one-on-one with a cornerback and beating that cornerback and getting downfield somewhere. Or like a number 5 for the Vikings, which is Resendez, get him in open space, you know, and get him the ball. You know, other than that, their running game, their quick short passing game is not really working. And so you really got to bank on a big play at this point to try to put some points up on the board, because Harlingen Cardinal defense just isn't going to give up those 3, 4, 5 yard plays easily.
Yeah, the Harlingen Cardinal defense has been very stout. They've shown that they have a lot of power up front, and they've been able to keep them from being rolled over. And so the short runs haven't really been there that much for Pace. The Cardinal defense has really been able to control it outside of some big plays here and there, but the Vikings need one of those big plays to really hit all the way and hit the home run for them.
And that's number 72. That's Arnaldo Hernandez, who comes off the field limping, but under his own power. So looks like he's going to be okay. Just a little bit shaken up on that play. And the Cardinals will restock with number 70, who goes in, looks like at the left tackle position. A tall young man. That's going to be Davis Eriksmoen. So here we go. It's going to be second down and 10. The ball is on the 18. Got a little conferring there, huh? The official looks like they're giving some instructions to both teams. You know, maybe got some handshaking going on. Some good sportsmanship happening. That's good to see. Here we go. Brandon got it to Vasquez. It's a screen on the outside. He's got a couple of blockers, and he's going to go out to about the 29-yard line. Looks like he will have the first down for the Harlingen Cardinals.
And nice block right there by the offensive lineman, number 74, Daniel Davis. He quickly runs out there from his offensive line position, makes the block on the secondary player, freeing him up to make the first down.
Just really interesting there. You can go back and watch that. You know, after that injury off the field, it looks like the umpire had the two lines come together, and they came out shaking hands together. So, you know, maybe talking about, hey, let's have some good sportsmanship here to finish out this game. And It looks like it was exchanged well between the two teams. Here we go. First down for Brandon Garza. He's looking left. He's going to get flushed. He moves right. He's got one man to beat. No, he can't beat him, so he's going to be taken down about the 32-yard line, and about a gain of 3 or 4 yards.
Yeah, we've seen him rush. We've seen him take it off with it after a few times where he's looking up the field. That time he decides to run right. No receivers are any threat because they're all on the left side, and the defender comes and makes the play in the open field. Nice tackle in the open field by number 20 on the Pace defense.
Second down, 7 yards to go, 4 minutes and 48 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Brandon Garza to Mark Rosales. Rosales up to the 40, the 45, the 50, breaks the field, 45-yard line into Viking territory. Mark Rosales, shifty runner after the catch, making something out of nothing. Good play there for Mark Rosales on the outside.
You know, we've seen Mark Rosales make that catch a lot, but I didn't know that he had that kind of playmaker ability in him. Right there, he shifts his way, cutting and running quickly after. He showed his quickness as he made a cut and didn't seem to lose any speed at all, just going right past multiple defenders for the Pace Vikings, gaining about 18 yards on the play.
Big play there for Rosales from Brandon Garza, and they keep marching down the field. 4 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. Brandon Vasquez coming. He'll fake it this time on the end around. He's got somebody open down the middle. Oh, and reaching for that pass is going to be number 32. I believe that's going to be Omick. Yes, Keaton Omick for the Harlingen Cardinals, just out of the reach of his fingertips, incomplete pass.
Here we see a nice little play action. Omick just isn't able to get open enough, and he tries to fit into this tight window, has to dive for it, but was not able to make the catch.
Incomplete pass will bring up second down and 10 yards to go. Ball on the 44-yard lines of the Pace Vikings. And just being very methodical right now, the Harlingen Cardinals are, as they just trying to move the ball downfield, taking a little bit at a time, taking some time off the clock. Here we go, handoff, number 14, cuts inside. I believe this is Rene Medina. He's got it up to the 30, the 25, and he will come down finally about the 23-yard line. Good run there by number 14, Rene Medina.
There was some nice blocking on the edge. We see all the defenders seal off the right side of the defense, and then he makes a one strong cut as the defense had kind of over-pursued going over the top, and he gains a lot of yards and still had linemen blocking in front of him. But as he made his final cut, the defenders were able to catch him from behind and from the side.
Got a player hurt, number 58 for the Pace Vikings. That's going to be Brendan Cano, but he's going to walk off the field holding his helmet, so he seems to be okay. And here we go, first down, 10 yards to go. We are at 3 minutes and 54 seconds. Harlingen Cardinals are leading 46-0. Again, the score is 46-0. The Cardinals over the Vikings. Here we go, Brandon Garza, shotgun formation. 4 wide receivers this time, spreading the field, looking left. He wants Vasquez in the corner of the end zone. Oh, and he will not get him. Just a little bit underthrown there, incomplete pass.
There was a big secondary player covering him. I don't think he was able to really see it because the ball was there, but as he was getting ready to jump for it, the defender crossed in front of his face, and I think he just couldn't get his eyes on the ball. It was almost a big play by the Harlingen Cardinals.
Second down for Brandon Garza in this unit. They're running a very tight formation. That means everybody's in. No wide receiver spread out. And he will hand it off to Rene Medina. Medina's following his blockers upfield. He's going to get really close to that first down marker, and he may just, in fact, have a first down. Good run there by Medina.
Well, right now I'm going to brag on that offensive line of the Harlingen Cardinals because we saw them once the ball was snapped, they unleashed onto the Pace defense. They moved almost the entire center of the defense about 7 yards up the field, and so the runner had only to make a few yards to get the first down by the time he got touched. But you rarely see just a full wave of blocking the way that last play was. And, of course, I played offensive line, so I appreciate that kind of thing. I know you did as well. And so we have to give out a shout-out after you see something as special on the offensive line play like that last one.
Well, I've been impressed with that offensive line as well, and a good call there on that one. And you know, Medina is he's a pretty small running back, and so you just saw him kind of just get behind that red wall and just find his way upfield, and that's what a good offensive line does right there. You talk about size, you know, and looking at this Harlingen Cardinal offense, they do outmatch that defensive line size-wise, height, maybe not so much on weight, but they are an athletic-looking offensive line, so they're definitely been imposing their will tonight. as they have been chugging forward. Here we go. Brandon Garza. He's got a new running back with him at his side. That's going to be number 23. That's Fidencio Gonzalez, who had a big run call back earlier. And here we go. End around to Rosales. Rosales is following a couple blockers to the outside. Gets to the 10-yard line. Very quick runner. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 10. So he'll have a gain of 3 yards on the end around.
It's a nice cut block on the edge by Brandon Vasquez. The runner has to jump over until the Pace Vikings are able to make the easy tackle. Here we see the offensive line pulling, and then we see, it wasn't the cut block by him, it was actually the block by the runner as he leaps over and makes the easy tackle because he lost his momentum from jumping over the pile.
2nd down and 7. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in this third quarter. And Harlingen again is up 46-0 over the Pace Vikings. Quick to the line of scrimmage here. Brandon Garza takes a snap. He wants it quick out to the outside. That's Brandon Vasquez. Got some space to run. And he will be tackled, but it will be a first down. Harlingen Cardinals down to about the 3-yard line.
And right there I saw the defense were lined up well. It looked like there wasn't going to be much on the play, but a great throw. He's able to catch it and run quickly in stride. And then a nice block by the receiver. Just get some positive movement, and they gain the first down. So it'll be 1st and goal at about the 2-yard line.
1st and goal. They're going to mark it down at the 2-yard line. Spread formation here. And he will hand it off to number 23. That's Fidencio Gonzalez. And he will fall forward, and there will be a touchdown. Fidencio Gonzalez punching it in from 2 yards out.
And it looked like the offensive line did a great job blocking again. He doesn't get touched until he's crossing over the end zone. The right side defensive line looked pretty decent on the play, but the side that he ran to, they were able to steamroll over them, and it makes an easy touchdown for the runner.
52-0. The Harlingen Cardinals steamroll ahead over the Pace Vikings. And here we go. Basan is back in for his kicking duties. In for the extra point, and the kick is up. And from here, it does look good, and it is. So that'll be a 53-0 lead that the Harlingen Cardinals will take over the Pace Vikings here with 2 minutes and 5 seconds left to go in the third quarter. And Harlingen Cardinals are just methodically just continuing to take apart that defense. You know, they didn't go for any big hitters on that time. Just take some chunks of yardage, take some time off the clock, and they put up the second score of the second half.
Well, we talked about it earlier. The offensive line is a little overmatched for the Pace Viking defense, and so they're able to really have their way with them running up the field. Not making big chunk plays, but just methodically, like you said, just taking their way up the field. It's a very nice drive for the Harlingen Cardinals. We have to see if the Pace Viking offense can answer back. They got close a couple times, but they haven't been able to punch it in, and so they're going to hope to bring it in this time, as they've been playing a very strong and stout Harlingen defense that has not allowed them to get much going.
Well, you know, honestly, at this time, I think that, you know, Pace Vikings are just want to try to take as much time off the clock. You know, hopefully, like I said, hope for that big play, but protect the football. You don't want to give another turnover to Harlingen Cardinals. Here we go, the running back kicker again. Now it's quick kick. It's going to go up to the up back, number 24. He's got some space to the 40, the 45. He's going to be tackled from behind. That is number 24, Felix Calderon, one of the running backs for Pace Vikings. And he'll give the Vikings some good field position at about the 47-yard line.
Yeah, he picks it up and quickly looks up the field, and he has good vision there, makes the right cut, and takes up the middle for some nice yardage there.
Well, they're going to mark down at the 49. A good spot there for the running back on the kickoff return. And he'll come back out at the running back position. That's, again, Felix Calderon, number 24. And quarterback in is Alex Cisneros, number 1. He's got 4 wide receivers with him. First down on the 49-yard line. He's looking left. He wants left. He's got 85. Catch is made by number 85, and he'll be pushed out of bounds about the 42-yard line. Receiver catching that is Tony Gomez.
So right there we see the quarterback. He just takes what the defense is giving him. You could see the pre-snap read. They were very off on the edges. He could have picked either side to throw to, as the formation was an even formation. He makes the quick throw to the left side for number 85. 85 makes the catch, the easy catch, and gains about 9 yards. See if he continues to just take what the defense is giving him.
Second down, 1 yard to go. Cisneros waiting the snap. He's looking left, and he's going to try to throw left. He's got 85 again. It's way overthrown there. Intended receiver is Tony Gomez, number 85, throwing it into the kicker's net on the sideline there. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 1 for the Pace Vikings.
Well, on first down, we saw the Harlingen Cardinal defense was really just kind of giving them the edge. That time, they were bringing the pressure, and they kind of ran a bump defense. We haven't seen the Cardinals giving them much, so I was surprised that they gave them that on the first down read. But second down, they were not going to let that happen again. Let's see how they respond on 3rd and short here. See if the Cardinal defense is able to continue their dominance, or if the Pace is able to get a first down here.
Tight formation. Going to try the quarterback sneak this time. Quarterback looks like he will fall forward and looks like he will have the first down. A little bit of a desperation there possibly just to get that first down. And so Alex Cisneros, quarterback keeper. They want desperately to remain in Harlingen Cardinal side of the field here.
And they decided to change it up right there. We've seen them in the shotgun the whole time, and as they broke out of the huddle, they ran up to the offensive or to the line of scrimmage and got in formation, and he takes it. Easy first down for them once the blocking was pretty nice up front by the offensive line.
About 55 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter. 53-0. The Cardinals lead over the Pace Vikings. Cisneros waiting for the snap now. 1st and 10. He's looking left. He's going to throw left. In and out of the hands of Tony Gomez, number 85. He's gone to him 3 times on this drive already. And just bounced right out of the palms of his hands. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, right here, it was a nice route by the receiver. Unfortunately, he's not able to make the easy catch. The ball was put on the money on that one. Hits him right in the hands. But he had made a quick play, and so let's see if they're able to get another first down here as it's 2nd down and 10.
2nd down and 10 for the Pace Vikings, 42 seconds. And they're running the clock here, Jonathan, because that was an incomplete pass. So running the clock. Flag on the play. More likely going to go against defense, I'm thinking. It's out to number 5. That's Christopher Sendes, and he'll be pushed out right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was some movement on the offensive line on the left side. I'm not sure if the defense caused the movement, but I did see some movement there before the snap. And then there looks like there will be another penalty on the outside as the runner was taken out of bounds and tackled out of bounds.
2 flags on the field. Just wanted to note that it was an incomplete pass, but yet as soon as they got up to the line of scrimmage, clock was running. So I think they're going to want to try to get this game going a little bit here. It looks like this will go against the Harlingen Cardinals as they're back pacing, if you will. Some good-looking fans here tonight at Bogus Stadium. Cardinal fans, starting them off young right there. 29 seconds left to go in this 3rd quarter.
And they do get the automatic first down as the penalty. They did accept the one out of bounds. And so here they go marching down the field with a little bit of help by the penalty. And so they are just about 6 yards out of the red zone. See if they're able to get into the red zone and then put some points on the board finally.
I believe that'll only be the 2nd time in the red zone if they're able to make it. So first down at the 26-yard line. Oh, we got a movement on the offensive line there. Actually a tight end. It looks like offensive tackle. Yeah.
I saw 2 of them move right there, both edges, tight end and the tackle.
Yep. False start, so that's going to push them back 5 yards, make it first down and 15. So that also close red zone just gets 5 yards further away for the Pace Vikings. As they are trying desperately to make something happen, put some kind of points up on this board. 53-0 as we get close to finishing out this 3rd quarter here at Bogus Stadium. Here we go. Snap is good. Cisneros hands it off to his running back. Oh, he's got some space up the middle. Breaks a couple of tackles to the 15-yard line. Goes number 24, Felix Calderon. First down, Vikings.
Yeah, the Harlingen Cardinals defense has to be careful. When talking with the coaches at Pace, they have a lot of confidence in 2 of the runners, even 3 of the runners. And so the runner who had originally been the starter at the beginning of the season takes it there, makes some nice cuts. Looked like he caught the defense a little off guard on that one, which is very rare for this Cardinal defense, but they were caught a little off guard, and he came blowing by several defenders there.
And the 4s go up in the air as 4th quarter will be underway here shortly as the teams will be flipping sides of the field here as Pace Vikings trying to get a score on the board. It has been all Harlingen tonight, 53-0. We've got to go back and watch the special teams mishaps earlier on by Pace Vikings. They really shut that down in the 2nd half. But then again, they haven't really gone back to that original punt formation with the original punter. And so Pace has locked that down. But they've have not been able to make anything happen on offense. And defensively have not been able to shut down the Cardinals. So Cardinals have just rolled tonight, 53-0.
Well, even though the score is 53-0, there's still a ton of fans out here for the Harlingen Cardinals. They often say the Cardinal spirit doesn't die. So it looks like the spirit tonight, they're still cheering their team on, trying to continue the shutout.
And Cisneros, we got a flag immediately as the ball is snapped. So that's usually in the area of offside or some infraction on the line of scrimmage. And the linesman throws that flag. So waiting to see what the call is on the field here.
Nice catch by the receiver, though. It was well defended, but he just puts his hands up there and brings it down. Number 85 again, I believe. We've seen quarterback go to him several times. And it looks like it was a call against the defense, so they'll get it second or first down and 5 yards to go for the first down.
So that should have been an offside there. Neutral zone infraction. Here we go, first down. 5 yards to go for the Pace Vikings. They are down now on the 9-yard line, and they are threatening. Here we go, handoff, and it's going to be touchdown Pace Vikings as number 24, Felix Calderon, breaks the shutout and gets a touchdown for the Pace Vikings.
Well, they had the defense spread out. We've seen them throw in several of those quick passes. Some nice blocking up front by the offensive line. Bermez, the only person there, as he tries breaking away from one blocker, and he's not able to square up well enough to get the defender or to get the offensive runner on the ground. And easy touchdown for the Pace Vikings. They finally get some points on the board, and the Harlingen Cardinal defense has finally allowed some points on the board.
Yes, and you could see the disappointment on the side of the Harlingen Cardinals as they were not able to pitch the shutout. But you could see the excitement on the side of the Pace Vikings as they were able to get some points up on the board. Oh, it is a bad snap. Go figure. And this pass is going to get up and gone by number 12 as he tries to, but it's intercepted by a Harlingen Cardinal defender. This field goal attempt turns into somewhat of a, I don't know, football circus, maybe a good way to explain this. It was a bad snap. Tries to run away, throws it, intercepted. Just a really interesting.
Well, I had my eyes up in the sky looking to see when the ball was going to clear through the uprights, and then I just look down and I see him spinning off of one defender, breaks a tackle, and gets hit as he's throwing the ball, and it falls short as someone from the Cardinals team picks it up. But there were several flags at the end of the play. I think there were a couple of late blocks trying to come in, trying to free up the runner, and they decided to penalize him for it, I think. Or they discuss it now.
Yeah, who knows what? I mean, golly, that was just a lots of big series of events there that was just very confusing. But either way, it looks like we have personal foul, we have unsportsmanlike conduct, and we still don't know exactly what happened. Something's going to be tacked on here during the kickoff, I'm sure. But you know, just a really, I mean, again, number 12 was the holder, which is Lázaro Sanchez. It was a bad snap. He tried to make something happen, threw the ball, ended up being intercepted by a Harlingen Cardinal defender, and something happened towards the end of the play at the tackle that probably wasn't good. So either way, just a really interesting special teams play again on behalf of the Brownsville Pace Vikings.
Yes, they have not had a lot of success on special teams. I'm sure Coach is going to be very upset about that as they go into the practice tomorrow. They'll be looking at the film, and I'm sure Coach will be pointing out several key mistakes as they've given up so many points tonight in special teams, either by allowing a punt to get blocked, over snapping several. And so it's just not been a good night for Pace overall, but especially on special teams.
Definitely some things to work on there for sure. So here we go. It's 53-6 as Pace was not able to convert on that extra point, so the score will stay 53-6. We are now into the fourth quarter, 11 minutes and 19 seconds left to go. Harlingen again well in control of this ball game, and it looks like the penalty was against the Vikings because the Vikings will be kicking off from their own 25. So whatever happened, I think it was an unsportsmanlike penalty on the Vikings.
And there were several bodies that flew around at the end, so it was hard to tell what the penalty was going to be because I think I saw several players from each side on the ground. So it's hard to tell, but it looks like it did go against the Vikings.
And so the Vikings will kick off for only the second time tonight. And Yellerson Castillo will receive this at the 30-yard line. He's got some space to run up to the 50 already. 45 quickly gets it across midfield, and down at about the 42-yard line goes Yellerson Castillo, the running back slash kickoff specialist tonight, and now kickoff return man. So busy night for number 28. And so Harlingen Cardinals will take over, it looks like at the 42-yard line. It'll be interesting to see whether or not they come out with their starting players here. Waiting for that. And no, it does not look like Brandon Garza will be coming out into the field.
It definitely looks like the skill players are all the backups. It looks like they still do have some of their starting offensive linemen out there, but not the skill players for Harlingen.
And number 7, Jordan Ramirez will take over at the helm, a quarterback, and this is going to be a keeper. He's just going to run out to the outside, just takes a snap in shotgun formation, runs left, and he's being, again, look at this, another offensive lineman trying to carry his player across.
Yep, right there we saw number 74, Davis, picking up his quarterback as the quarterback took a big hit but didn't fall down, and he grabs him and drags him up another 2 yards.
Well, I have not seen Jordan Ramirez in as even a backup this season yet, so don't know if he has what kind of throwing ability he has or if he's just mainly a runner. But he is in a quarterback position here. Yellerson Castillo is the running back in the backfield. Shotgun formation. He's going to, he fumbles a snap there and is barely able. Oh, Yellerson gets away. It looked like he was going to have a big time loss on that one. And somehow is able to get some yardage back to the original line of scrimmage, and he's tackled well out of bounds. Looks like that'll be a penalty there on the Vikings.
Yeah, the flag flew up. I didn't see the tackle, but I did see when he broke the tackle up early in the possession. It looked like he was going to lose about 6 yards, and then when he broke it, there were enough defenders around. I thought he was going to get tackled for losing another 6 yards because of the broken tackle, but he gets around the edge. We've talked about his speed in other games before, and so he showed his speed right there, and he gets around almost everyone. And he still lost the yards, but he was going to lose a lot of yards before that. And then, of course, the penalty at the end, so they'll be gaining 15 yards.
Yeah, so just a big-time play there, a heads-up play there by the running back. Jordan Ramirez was trying to get the snap. It looks like he fumbled it as soon as he caught it, and then he kind of just chest passed it at his running back. So, thankfully, that ended up in a turnover for the Cardinals. Here we go. Jordan Ramirez first down on the 27-yard line. Blitz coming. He hands it off to Yellerson Castillo. Castillo's got it to the 15, to the 10, 5, touchdown, number 28, Yellerson Castillo on a 27-yard scamper for the running back, almost untouched, Jonathan.
Yeah, it was easy blocking by the offensive line. They wash everyone to the left side. As we see on this replay, they were blitzing on the right side towards the center, and so the easy blocks by the offensive line, they just had to maintain their blocks, keep them from running over, and Yellerson shows his speed, and then he breaks one tackle as the defender tried diving, trying to grab him around the ankles, but an easy touchdown for him. And here we'll see if the extra point is good or not.
If the extra point is good, it will make it a 60. You heard it correctly, ladies and gentlemen. It is 60 to 6. So 60-6 game with 9 minutes and 36 seconds left to go in the ball game. And the Harlingen Cardinals had just scored on a over 30-yard run by Yellerson Castillo, and they've done it all different types of ways tonight. Special teams, passing, running. Just not a defensive score tonight yet for the Cardinals, but that would complete the scoring capabilities of a team. So,
well, there are still 9 minutes and 36 seconds left. We could still see a defensive touchdown. I would say I'm hoping that doesn't happen tonight.
Sure, of course.
But there is still a lot of time left as the Pace Vikings get ready to come out on offense and give an opportunity for that defense to put their score on the board. But Pace, they just scored on their last drive. See if they're able to get the ball rolling again. They had some successful runs right up the middle is how it seemed like they were most successful. And then some penalties by the Cardinals really put themselves in the hole there.
Well, as I look at the Pace Vikings roster, I see number 1, Alex Cisneros, which is the quarterback. He's a junior. I see number 5, Christian Resendez. He's a running back, and he's a junior. And so I see that they have some young guys playing tonight. Even their punter, who had some issues earlier. Not a lot of his fault. The snap was bad, but he's a junior as well. And so I look down the list here, and Felix Calderon, 24, he's a junior as well. And so, you know what? They've got some time now. You know, really, I think you take the rest of this game and you try to work on some things. You try to get better for next year. And so Pace can use this as an opportunity to have some trial by fire, if you will, and really see what these guys are made of.
You know, they haven't won any games this year, but they have improved on offense compared to last year. They've put up more points already so far in the season than they did all of last year, and then their defense is giving up less points than they did last year. So there have been some improvements. It is a young team, and so we've got to see what they can do the rest of the season and maybe even start thinking towards next year.
And it's handed off to number 24, one of the juniors I was just talking about. That is Felix Calderon, and he's met quickly in the backfield. And this is, I would say, a majority backup defense now, but just as fierce as those starters because they met him in the backfield, and he's going to lose about 3 yards on that run.
There was a lot of excitement all throughout the game on the defense. You know, these guys were looking to get their time in as well. And they have some strong, athletic young men on the defense right there. So, you know, it's no surprise that these guys are put their heads down and they're getting ready to rush the quarterback and rush the runners and make tackles and some stats for themselves.
Well, and Harlingen has shown that they have some depth, and so even on the defensive side of the field here. Here we go. Second down, 13 to go. Cisneros in the pistol formation, and it's a fumbled snap. And it looks like a Harlingen defender is going to fall on top of that, and he does. And that's number 44 for the Cardinals. His name is Isaiah Cano. Coming in on the blitz, Jonathan. Look what I found.
Coming in on the blitz unblocked because the play was supposed to go the other way.
Yep.
The ball bounces off the quarterback's face mask. Not a bad snap, but it looked like he was looking ahead into the play and does not catch it well and bounces right to the ground. And just like you said, look what I found. Easy recovery for him. Comes in off of the sideline, gets his chance to play, and
recovers a fumble.
Not
bad. So here we go. Jordan Ramirez, number 7, in at quarterback, shotgun formation. He'll hand it off to his running back, 37. He's got some space, breaks it to the inside. Oh, wow, and he'll be tackled really close to the goal line. That is number 37, Saul Pisano. Fresh in the game here, running back, and he almost breaks that one for a touchdown.
Well, some nice blocking up front. It looked like a couple of players from Pace were a little confused. They weren't expecting to see him go right by them so fast. And he almost gets into the touchdown. Got to see if he's able to punch it in the next couple of plays. Haven't seen them throw the ball since the second group came in. I don't imagine that they're going to with the success that they've had on the run so far.
Yeah, and I'm just guessing that Jordan Ramirez is a running quarterback. You know, it's kind of, you could probably run this guy as a wildcat even. Here he goes, going to hand it off, and it's going to be a touchdown for number 37, Saul Pisano, as he gains a couple tough yards on that one and punches it in for yet another Cardinal football touchdown.
The first one we saw him do, we saw his speed as he ran behind some good blocking. That time the Pace Vikings are able to get some penetration. One of the defenders does get his fingertips on him, but fingertips were not enough to bring him down as we see a little bit of his power as he runs right through, and the jersey's being dragged and pulled, but he escapes and then runs over the next defender on his way into the end zone.
And Basan is going to be in to attempt this extra point. It looks like it'll be a free kick because it's going to be offside on the Pace Vikings. Probably going to be declined as the extra point is good, making it a 67-6 ball game. 7 minutes and 32 seconds left to go in this fourth quarter. And Harlingen Cardinals have just punched another one in with a newcomer to the game tonight, number 37, Saul Pisano.
Well, and that last drive was all started because of the big mistake by the Vikings. We've seen a lot of mistakes on their part tonight, and so the Harlingen Cardinals were once again able to capitalize on the mistakes. You can't make big mistakes like that against a good team like the Harlingen Cardinals. They will make you pay for it, and they have over and over tonight.
And so Basan will come back out for the kickoff duties, and can't do some quick math in my head right now, but this is a lot of kickoffs tonight for this young man. As you can tell by the score on the scoreboard, 67-6.
The ball does fall down. They decided to go back with him. I thought they were going to continue to allow their backup running back Yellerson to continue to do the kickoff duties, but he is back in. Let's see if he can continue to put it at the back of the end zone like we saw early in the game.
And the kick is up, and it's a laser kick, it looks like, and he's going to bring it out. He's at the 15, the returner now. 20, 25. He's broken some tackles, finds some space on the outside to the 40-yard line. Tries to reverse field again. He'll come down with a great return, bringing it out to the 43-yard line.
I thought he was going to show his speed on the edge. The defender that brought him down was a little bit bigger defender. I thought he might have been able to break past him, but he does try to make the cut. The defender gets his hands on him, and he tackles him down. But nice first initial broken tackle to break through the initial part of the coverage defense, and then he shows his speed and cutting ability as he just reads the blocks throughout and really gets a beautiful return up to the 43-yard line.
So first down and 10 for Cisneros and the Vikings offense. And he's got number 24, Felix Calderon, in the backfield. They are not giving up. Here we go. Quick hitter to the outside, and it looks like this will be caught, and it's going to be number 88, it looks like. And yes, we do not have his name on the roster, but a quick hitting pass there on the outside. It's going to bring up a second down and about 5, maybe 6 yards.
And we see them, they were giving up the short pass to the outside was the Harlingen Cardinal defense, and so he just took what the defense gave him, easy completion. But we haven't seen them drive down the field very much, so we'll see if they're able to do this against the second group of defense here. We saw the defense make a big turnover on the first play, mostly by a mistake from the Vikings. Let's see what they can do this time around.
Here we go, second down, 6 yards to go, 6 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the ball game. Pace Vikings, pistol formation for Cisneros. It's a high snap. He's going to shovel pass it. Oh, and the shovel pass is going to be good to the 40, the 35, the 30. Quick move to the inside, down to the 20-yard line. Goes number 12, Lázaro Sanchez, on the shovel pass in traffic. Big play for the Vikings there.
Well, when I saw him struggle to catch it and the running back stood still as the defenders were coming right at him, I thought surely this was going to be a bad play for them. But he pitches it at the last second, and he just runs free because all the defenders had rushed up the field. And we see one block and one cut, and he gets them almost to the red zone. It looks like he's right off the edge of it, not quite in there. If they're able to get a hair of a yard, they're going to be in the red zone.
First and 10 on the 20-yard line for the Pace Vikings. They desperately want to get another score on the board. Cisneros is looking right. He's got somebody open downfield, number 85. Oh, and in and out of the hands. And it looks like a good play by the cornerback there, number 8. That's John Herring. Good play on the cornerback. Just looks like he was able to get his hand through and pop it out.
Yeah, just right at the right moment, he picks his hand up, tips the ball, and forces the incompletion. It looked like it was going to be another Pace touchdown right there if he had been able to catch the ball, as they would have fallen into the end zone. But good, smart play by number 8 of the Harlingen Cardinal defense. Again, that is John Herring.
Second down and 10. We've got a running clock on the field now, so the clock will not stop unless there's a turnover. 5:05 left in the ball game. Cisneros waiting for the snap. Oh, it's a high snap over his head again. Calderon trying to pick it up, and he does, but he's going to lose, I would say, about 15 yards on that play, as that snap was over the head of the quarterback.
And he did land a little bit awkwardly. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get up. He's looking like he's hurt a little bit, but he is getting up, so he'll just hurt him a little bit. But another bad snap. Pace has had several bad snaps tonight. They need to, as much as they've struggled, the bad snap has made it even worse. And so they're right on the edge of just getting into the red zone there, and now they're all the way back at the 37-yard line.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, we have a running clock here towards the end of this ball game, as it is 67-6, and so a little bit of a gift there, if you will, to the Pace Vikings, as let them try to get out of this game here without further damage. 67-6, 4 minutes left to go. Cisneros in the pistol formation, third down and long, 27. He's looking downfield. He wants to he's flushed from the pocket, heavy pressure coming, and he's going to get rid of it, but it's going to be incomplete. And Cisneros had some heavy pressure coming from behind by number 44, Isaiah Cano, who picked up that fumble earlier.
And he gets punished on the throw, but he does bounce right back up, and he actually helps pick up the defender. Right. Great sportsmanship tonight. Even though the score has been out of hand, Pace has continued to play hard, and they have been good sports to one another, and so no bad blood here tonight.
Totally. And, I remember a couple years ago when Harlingen had their very long playoff run, I remember specifically Pace came to their prep rally. And so I know there's always been some kind of connection there. And so both of these teams playing a good, fair game, good sportsmanship out there. And so I've got to commend both teams. And, again, Cisneros there leading by example, picking up that defender. After he knocked him to the ground, he went and picked up that defender. So, hey, good job there to Pace. And you know what? At the end of the game, at the end of the season, at the end of football, high school career, it's about the character that was built. And so definitely a good job on the coaches instilling that. And we're privileged to see some of that here tonight. So either way, 3 minutes and 31 seconds. There's been a timeout on the field by Pace Vikings, so that will stop the clock. But we do have a 67-6 ball game, and Cardinals have been all in it this game, Jonathan.
We talk about some of the coaching. The coach for their quarterback is one of the former Brownsville greats, kind of a Brownsville legend over there, Billy Garza. So he hasn't been able to get his quarterback to make as many big plays as he's liked this year, but he is getting some good coaching out there, and you see how good of a sport he was there on that play. So that's sportsmanship often comes from the leadership of the coach, and so we got to give a thank you to both of these teams, and it's led by each of their head coaches, William Dean and Manny Gomez.
Billy Garza, Brownsville Porter, prodigy, if you will, played at Kingsville. I think he played at Illinois before that. Is that right?
Yes, he played at Illinois before that, and then he spent the final part of his career, 2 years there in Kingsville.
Played for RGV Magic, too, here in the Valley. So here we go. Cisneros gets flushed out. He's going to run it himself. He's going to be tackled about the 30-yard line. And that, my friends, will be a turnover on downs. And so the Vikings will not convert. And Harlingen will get the ball back here with 3 minutes and 11 seconds left to go in this ball game.
And so this will most likely be the last drive of the game, as the clock will probably continue to run once the Cardinal offense gets started. Great night for the Harlingen Cardinals. They're going to be upset that they did allow some points on the board. The offense has to be happy as they put up 67. But both teams are going to go away with some things that they're going to learn from this game as they prepare for the rest of the season.
Ooh, big run here by Keaton Omick as he's going to just drive the pile. Fullback right there. And he'll fall forward for the first down. Those are some tough yards, dragging about 4 or 5, 6 guys with him there.
And right there, he continued to put maximum effort as the defense and both teams were putting effort against each other. But the Cardinal, the rest of the offensive line and the blockers just ran behind him, and they were able to drag the pile for another couple of yards. Here we see it. Big hit by number 7, Bermudez, but he does continue to run and gain more yards after the hit.
Well, I've got to give credit to the correct person running the ball was Brian Ortega, number 36. Haven't seen him in the game either, so didn't recognize the number, but that is Brian Ortega. And he'll get the handoff again this time. Oh, man, he's a good runner. Look at him run. He's going to get another first down. These guys on the sideline are jumping up and down for this guy. He's got to be one of those guys, the player, and they're excited to see him get the ball. 2 big runs in a row.
Well, you see him. He's kind of a big back. He's a little bit thicker body. And so I was thinking we're going to see some Mike Allstott type of running. He was going to put his head down. But he actually showed us some fancy moves. He did a nice little cut back, and then he even spun off one defender. And not a punishing spin, a pretty spin.
Yes. That was very shocking to me up here, but this guy can run. Here we go. He'll get it. Nope, he's going to fake it. Oh, Jordan Ramirez takes it to the outside. He's got some speed, talking about some running ability there. And Ramirez, as I suspected, is probably going to be a backup running back, but just to come in and run. I have not seen him throw one pass yet.
Yeah, we haven't seen him throw any passes. We haven't seen any passing plays ever since the second team has gone in, as they've been able to run effectively against this Pace defense. Some good coaching. You see all these runners, they know where to go with the ball once they receive it, and they've had some good blocking up front with the offensive line. Great job by the offensive coaches here at Harlingen.
Second down and 3 here for Jordan Ramirez. And he's got Brian Ortega on the backfield. Second down and short. Let's see if Ortega, the big back, will get it this time. And he will. Ortega bounces it to the outside, showing some shiftiness. He's going to be held from the first down. Oh, no, will he? Looks like the second effort there may have just pushed the pile at least very close to that first down marker. Tough runner.
tough runner. He is fun to watch
Yeah.
as he shows shiftiness. He has a lot of little parts, and so it's nice to see this back with a big body just doing some of the stuff that the little guys normally do.
Yeah, I mean, he was just really kind of, trying to pick his spot on the outside there. He didn't just put his head down. So 3rd and 1, I'd like to see him try to get this here. We've got 16 seconds left to go in the ball game, so it really doesn't matter either way. But it looks like they may just let this one run down.
And the coaches are waving them not to snap the
No,
ball.
no.
They're saying that'll be the last play.
Well, hey, the Harlingen Cardinals, they finish off tonight here 67-6 over the Pace Vikings. Next week, they'll have Brownsville Veterans on Saturday there. And then the following week, we'll be back here against Brownsville Porter before the much-anticipated meeting of the Bird Bowl against Harlingen South on November the 1st. And so Cardinals will roll tonight here 67-6. It's been a great night of football here from Bogus Stadium. KHGN, along with ValleyCentral.com. Aaron Sines here with Jonathan Bendino. Give us some closing thoughts, John.
Well, it was a great job by both teams. They played hard all night, but too much Harlingen Cardinal defense, and then their offense, and then, of course, some big mistakes on special teams. But both teams are going to go away as they prepare. Everyone's put their calendar for later in the season, the Bird Bowl, but both these teams know that there are several games to be played, and so they're going to continue to get ready each and every week.
Definitely. Hey, great being with y'all tonight. Live audio. Check out the live video in about an hour or so. Y'all have a great night, and to all you football fans out there, thanks for joining us.